11 here, I'm going to add all that together, 8 days. I'm going to cross off the first day that I had hours. And as long as I had more hours on that day than I got today, I'll retain my hours. If I start crossing off, okay, big hours, I'll gain those hours back. If I had days off back then I don't get any hours back. Okay, so days off from the previous week will come back and hurt you on the 70-hour clock. That's why you bank as many as you can on the week that you're in. Because by the time you get to the end of that week, if I can bank 10 hours, that gives me another work day, basically. So, okay? And the two, don't let the two sides of the summary throw you. This is the union side, this is the OTR side. All right, they always called this the union side because the union trucking companies historically only ran 6 days a week. The 70-hour side was the OTR side. We run 7 days a week. So anything that was 7 days a week, it was an 8-day, 70-hour clock. The union side, 7 days, 60 hours. Okay, so this is the way it's been since the 40s. So, there's been no change in this. And how you calculate this to see what your available hours are, and if you do this, and I'm going to have you do this as an exercise. That's what I said. At some point, Anthony will get this enlarged so it'll be a little easier for them to see and calculate. But we're going to put numbers in here, and both of you are going to have the same numbers. And then we'll start out on the first of the month, okay? And that'll be our first day working. And then we're just going to read each column. Each column tells us exactly what we have to do. Column A says the total hours on duty the last 7 days or since the reset. Okay, and we're going to assume that we didn't get a reset. We're going to assume that there's been hours prior to that because I want you to see how this works. Okay, so we're going to fictitiously put some hours in here and then start out on the first of the month with hours, and then we're going to go to A column, which is asking for the last onto the total hours on duty the last 7 days. Then column B says the hours available tomorrow will be 70 minus column A. Okay, so the only way that I can get a number for column A is to add all this up here. Okay, I got to know what the previous 7 days were, and then minus it from 70. That will be my availability. And you'll see the numbers though just keep going down, going down, going down, going down, going down.
And then you'll finally have a zero
at some point.
For your 34, and it should be 2 days because you can't do 34 and a 24.
Actually, your 34 could be over a 3-day period. You could actually have 34 hours over a 3-day period. So let's say if you get back at 7 o'clock, okay, on a Friday night, okay, and then I have all day Saturday, 5 o'clock Sunday morning, I've got my 34. So I have 5 hours from Friday, 24 from Saturday, and 5 from Sunday. There's my 34 hours. So 5 o'clock a.m. on Sunday morning, I got my hours back.
That's how
I can run.
That's a lot of guys come in Sunday night and run.
Right, because they now got their 34 off and they come in and run.
But you said that's not mandatory to have 34?
It's not. It's there's no place in the federal motor carrier that you can go that says that the 34 hours is mandatory. You don't have to take it. So we have drivers like Ford, okay, that work here. He runs Florida all the time, and many times we turn him. So he'll come up, we flip him the same day, and send him right back out 10 hours later. He never gets a break. He doesn't get the 34-hour reset like a normal Florida guy would get. They sit for 2 days and they get their 34. He will come up because he's so late getting back that he's not going to have a chance to get the 34. He'll miss his normal run for the following week. Something happens. He broke down, the shipper held him up, whatever it happens to be, because he does a lot of stops. He's a really experienced driver. So he can knock out a lot of work. Slow, but he's
just as long as he doesn't do more than 70.
As long as he doesn't drive after getting 70. That's the rule.
70 accumulated on duty hours.
On duty hours, right? So once this says here hours available, okay, tomorrow 70 minus column A. As soon as this shows 0, I'm done. I can't drive. I can work. I can get on line 4 and work in the warehouse. Okay, but I can't get in that truck and drive, and we're drivers, so we want to try and maximize as many miles as we can.
We don't want to hurt her body picking up crates.
Well, it's not even so much that. It's just that the bulk of my pay is based on miles, and I want to try and maximize as many miles as I can. Whatever else is included in that job, we do because it's part of the business. But as far as the logbook is concerned, this is only concerned with driving. It doesn't care what else you do. It really is only concerned with driving. And just like Anthony drove, put up on the wall there, the entire thing is because of fatigue. And it was always based on that.
It's just like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be on TV saying something.
Okay, no.